Think about this. The most successful people that you know. Think about famous people. Think about people locally that you know that have been really successful. Think about people in your eyes that have done really, really well. A lot of these people have the most incredible attitudes. I don't know many people that have went all that far without having a really good attitude to life. Go get 'em type people. Motivated, energised, fueled. Why is that not you? You've maybe got your own company, maybe you work for local authority, whatever domain you're in. Are you the best at what you do out of your whole team? Are you the best? Is there nobody else like you doing what you do because you're bringing your A game all day, every day. Your attitude is amazing. Park that for now. Think about somebody with a bad attitude. I was in St Andrews earlier today and I was reversing and there was a bin lorry behind me and the guy was absolutely raging that I was going to reverse. And he thought I was going to reverse into him. I seen the bin lorry, but I maybe pulled my car out a bit. He wasn't happy with that. His attitude was absolutely stinking. And I put my window down and I says, "That's a really bad temper you've got." I says, "What's your name?" "You work for Fife Council." And I was with my pal Wendy. So I ended up getting the registration plate of the bin lorry and I asked him for his name. He never told us his name. So I got a picture of him and I thought, you can't treat people like that. There was no kids in the car, but they would have seen that. There was an old lady at the shop. I bought Leo a Highland cow thing, and she couldn't believe her eyes. She was standing outside the shop going, "What's his problem?" He was awful. And you can't get away with that now. He's not going anywhere. He is staying at the level he is at. As far as I'm concerned, he's unemployable. Nobody anywhere in a public domain should be treating anybody like that. However, I've seen this so many times, particularly in local authority. People get lazy. People think, well, I'm getting my salary anyway, so I might as well be an asshole. I can turn up and just treat you like shit. I'm still going to get paid. And it's prevalent. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I've witnessed it for myself. Where are these people going? Nowhere. They're going to stay on the level that they're at. In fact, maybe even spiral down the way. We can only want the best for them, but until they want the best for them, then generally they're not going anyplace. So what I'm saying to you is, you'll get hired on your attitude. You'll expand because of your attitude. You'll level up because of the attitude you bring. You could train for skill. The skills that you need for a particular job, you can train for that. You can be sent on various different CPD courses, any amount of courses. That's not important. And Bev come on and she was like, you know what? You talk yourself into jobs, and that's the right thing to do. Talk yourself into them and worry about them when you get there. How am I going to do this? Who knows? But go for them. Never ever think, I'm not good enough for that. I don't have the skills for that. I'll never manage that. Just go for it and worry about it when you get there. You can learn any amount of skills, no problem. That's not even an issue. And you'll be sent on the training courses and you can source your own training courses, but it's your attitude that is everything. About the lion attitude. It's only in lion mode will you achieve. In gazelle mode, no danger. It's not happening. You're needing the chase. You're needing the ego stroked and the bum patted and the, come on, you're doing really, really well. In lion mode, nah, there's none of that. You're just going. And there is nobody anywhere going to stop you. So when you couple lion mode with a really good attitude, you've got what essentially is success. You really do, because that attitude is going to see you through the bumps in the road and the failures and the obstacles and the people with the shitty attitudes. You're going to take a sidestep and bump them. No, we're okay for you and we're okay for you, but I'm still going that way with a good attitude. You're not getting shitty with anybody. So if there's anybody anywhere that's sitting watching me right now thinking, right, okay, how do I do this? You bring your best version. You're light, you're upbeat, you're motivated, nothing's an issue. And if it is an issue, it's your issue. It's not anybody else's, it's yours. So fix it, and fix it today. Oprah is a billionaire because of this very thing, because of this very attitude. She managed to convince 40 million people every single lunchtime on the Oprah show that she was their mate, she was their best pal. You could relate to Oprah like she was your mate, like she was your neighbour, like she was your best friend forever. That was attitude. She then learnt the skills as she was going through her career to be able to do what only Oprah can do. But it was the energy and the attitude that she brought. Love her. Absolutely love her. There is one controlling factor that will lead you onto the next right thing for you. And it's not money, and it's not power, and it's not the relationships that you've got. It's not any of that stuff, it's not the material stuff. The only thing is the decisions that you make today. Not the decisions, sorry, this phone's gone non-stop. It's not the decisions that you make next week, next month. It's the decisions that you make today. And when you're trying to get better, you don't repeat what you've done the day before. You do something different, you change it up. Of course you change it up. I need to be around people that are changing it up and going places and talking about stuff and moving on to the next thing. And I want you to be talking about that too, in the circles that you operate in. I want you to be having these conversations. I don't want you to be stuck in the same job forever and a day, living for the weekend. Don't live for the weekends. Let the weekends work for you. See, when you get to the weekends, start thinking, right, okay, I've got a couple of days off. How could I advance my position here? How could I change things up so as I can make things better for myself? That's why I came out of local authority. I couldn't bear the thought of earning 45k a year, and that was me forever. Or lecturer at Abertay, whatever. Is that it? Is that it? Is that where I'm going? And there's nothing else for me? Couldn't cope with that. Some people go, that's a great salary, I'll take it. What about growth and development and challenge and learning new skills? Surely that's what you're here for. Surely to God. And if you are, this will be connecting with you. And if you're not, you'll be thinking, no, that's not for me, Shelley. And I'm okay with that, if you're okay with that. If you're quite happy just to be, I'm more than happy with that. But if you're not, and there's a lot of you that are not, and this is for you, it's time to think about how you level up. Get to the next level. And then the next level. And then the next level. And what's after that? I think there's a lot of people who are just really casual in their approach, which is why nothing gets achieved and why things stagnate and stay the same and plateau and you get bored. You're so casual about things. It's, yeah, well, okay. If I show up, great. And if I don't, I don't. Oh, well, everything's still okay. I think you should stop being so casual. I think you should get the hunger and the fire in your belly that I've got and that you see on these lives every single night and go, I'm having some of that. I'm having whatever you've got. And I'm going to bring it to my life and see where it takes me. I think you should do that. Stop being so casual. When we're on these workouts in the morning, if I'm telling you to get your arse below your knees, get there. Never mind your half-hearted attempts and belly bendovers and shit like that. That's no squats. That's just crap. Get them done properly. Where focus goes, energy flows. When energy flows, focus goes. They both work hand in hand, but where focus goes, where you place your focus, energy flows. So whatever you're thinking about, you can actually bring to your life. I'm testament to that, and so are hundreds of you. Literally hundreds of you have done that. But some of you still need to tap into that thing. You still need to get there. Focus on the thing, whatever it is. Bring all this stuff, your best attitude. Forget about the skills, you'll learn that when you get there. Bring your A game, show up, get the inner lion in you, and fucking fight for it. Go for it. Where focus goes, energy flows. You need energy. It's that energy thing that is lacking in maybe some of you. And it's what I see out there too. People are dragging, and I'm not surprised people are dragging their knuckles behind them because of the shit that they eat. You know, how could they possibly feel energised for anything? They can't, and they don't. And you could see that. Pasty white faces. I've seen some people in Dundee City Centre that look like corpses. It's frightening. And when you see what they eat, that bleached beige food that's completely deficient in every single good thing that you lot are eating, there's nothing in it. So how are they supposed to be fueled and energised and inspired and enthused? They can't. Which is why 100 Places Go Free on Feel Like Bee is really, really important, because they don't even know what they actually even need. And there's going to be people in your towns and places exactly like that. It's time to get after it. Every single one of you. Look at these here. Big smiley faces. I'm going to come up to this meeting at some point. Hopefully your next one. But get after it. Show up. Engage. Learn. Grow. Develop. Think about your next move. So my last question to you is, what's your next move? Where are you going next? What's your next career move? And if it's not, obviously you're happy. I'm more than happy with that. That's great. But if you're not happy, what are you doing? Just spoke to you, kicked off this session talking about funerals. It's going like that. It's going way too fast. So, make a plan. Implement the plan. See it through. Decide if it was successful or not. I'm saying to you it was successful, regardless of the outcome, because you've sat and made the plan and you've seen it through. You'll make adjustments and you'll make tweaks to it. You'll keep going forward. I think every plan is successful, even if it falls on its face. So what? You'll have learned so much from that failure, and you could implement that for the next thing. What is your next thing? I want you to get your journal, your gratitude journal. Go away and write down what your next thing is. Your career move. The thing that you love to do. The thing that you're monetising. Here's another thing before I go. See the side hustle thing that I keep talking about? Why are you not doing a side hustle? Some of you won't need a side hustle, right? That's great, that's fine. A lot of you will though. Get involved in a side hustle. Let it be your passion, the thing that you absolutely love to do. Make a side hustle of it. And things flip on their arse when the side hustle becomes more or bigger than the actual daily hustle that you've got now. It might flip. And if it does flip, fucking fantastic, because you will be doing what you love. And that thing that you're doing now will be secondary, and you'll be a much happier person as a result. Think about things differently, everybody. You have to be expansive. No glass ceiling here. Everything is possible, and it's yours for the taking if you want it. If you want it bad enough, if you want change, let's get after it. I am, every single day, and so should you be. If you're happy, brilliant. All over that. That's amazing. If you're not, I hope this gave you loads to think about.